Hello everyone, my name is Giovanni Leiwakabessy and I'm from Indonesia. Have you ever wondered why you can't sleep even when you're tired at night? This program I'm about to present might be able to help you, especially if you're facing insomnia. Before that, let me explain a little bit about insomnia itself. So, according to a few guidelines from medical groups, insomnia is the difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep even when a person has the opportunity to do so. People with insomnia may be dissatisfied with their sleep and usually experience one or more of the following symptoms: tiredness, low energy, difficulty concentrating, disturbed mood, and decreased performance at work or at school. It may be very annoying when you're actually facing insomnia without realizing it, right? There are a few types of insomnia, starting with chronic insomnia, usually called primary insomnia. It is a long-term pattern of sleep difficulties. Insomnia is usually considered chronic if a person has trouble falling or staying asleep at least 3 nights per week for 3 months or even longer. Some people with chronic insomnia have a long history of difficulty sleeping. Chronic insomnia has many causes. The next one is acute insomnia, which is a short-term insomnia with brief episodes of difficulty sleeping. Acute insomnia is usually caused by a life event, such as stressful changes in one's job, receiving bad news, or traveling. Often, acute insomnia goes away without any treatment. Another one is comorbid insomnia, which is an insomnia that occurs with other conditions. Psychiatric symptoms such as anxiety and depression are known to be associated with changes in sleep. Certain medical conditions can cause insomnia or make a person uncomfortable at night. Onset insomnia, or usually called idiopathic insomnia or early insomnia, is the difficulty sleeping early in the night. The last one is maintenance insomnia, or late insomnia. This insomnia presents the inability to stay asleep. People with maintenance insomnia wake up at night and have trouble getting back to sleep. Now let's talk about the program. Some of the sources I use are the National Sleep Foundation, CISPAR Insom, and AlDoctor. However, the main source for this program is a series of data which are collected by my teacher, Sir David, for a project he did a few years ago. Here's the data. This BMI formula can be used to determine whether the user is obese or not, which can produce different insomnia as a result. This program will determine what type of insomnia you're experiencing based on these few inputs, including your hours of sleep, sleeping difficulty level, awakening rate, and etc. Now, let's jump to the program, shall we? Actually, the program works quite simply. After collecting the information, this particular block will determine your type of insomnia. After that, it will give a little explanation and a few simple tips. However, it is still recommended to seek medical attention in order to find best method of recovery, especially when facing a more chronic type of insomnia. Alright, let's jump into the program, shall we? So, when we first press the start button, these two buttons will come up. This one is the guide button. It will show you a little explanation about insomnia. Now we can start the program. It will first ask about your name and then your gender. These questions will help for the BMI formula, the BMI calculation one. And then the weight, the height. Starting from these questions, it will be more related to the insomnia one. So let's say we have low hours of sleep, and then let's say we have a high sleeping difficulty, and also we woke up a lot at night. Let's say we're not that fresh, feel a little anxiety. Let's say we're not that active when we're sleeping. Low comfort rate, and also maybe low afternoon nap lengths. So we're diagnosed as chronic insomnia. It gives a little explanation about what chronic insomnia is. And then the program will give a little basic tip, but it is still recommended to seek medical attention because it's easier to get an effective method in treating this insomnia. So that's one kind of input. Let's try another different input. Alright. Let's try an obese situation, I think. With normal hours of sleep, and then probably not that high of a difficulty to sleep, low awakening rate, and probably a little fresh, but let's say I felt a little anxiety, still low bed activities, and also low comfort, and yeah, probably not too long afternoon nap length. Oh, so in this scenario, I was diagnosed with acute insomnia. The treatment is not that different, so it will give another basic tips. Shall we try one more scenario of a different input? Let's say I'm a normal student at 18 years old at 85 kilograms. High hours of sleep, low sleeping difficulties, but maybe middle awakening rate. I'm not that fresh, let's say, and then high anxiety level, high bed activity level, and low comfort level. Maybe a little medium afternoon nap length. Oh, it turns out it's not detected. In this scenario, maybe our insomnia type is not detected, or actually what we're facing right now isn't a type of insomnia, it's just a difficulty sleeping. But still, the tips are also similar, because these tips can also work when people are facing difficulties in sleeping, especially at night. Alright, that's a little about my program. I hope it could be useful for everyone out there. Thank you for listening to my presentation.